Hello everyone, my name is Noelle Henry and here's my intro video for social work practice with families. I recently finished up my first year placement at a foster care agency in Pennsylvania, and I'm currently employed as a clinician in an elementary school in Newark, Delaware in their emotional support classroom. Last year we had 4 students. Last year we had 5 students. This year we have 4 students, and today was our first day of school back. It was bittersweet. We were glad to see one another, but we weren't, because then that meant that summer was over. And although a lot of people, when they hear that, oh, you only have 4 students or 5 students, those 4 or 5 students, because of the behaviors that they bring with them, or that come along with my students, it feels like it's 25. They've witnessed and been affected by a lot of trauma and a lot of negative experiences in life. And the youngest we've had is a 9-year-old. So he's lived a more adult life than I myself have lived, and I am definitely older than 9. My experience working with families in both my job and field placement were one-on-one and up close and personal. In my job, as a clinician, I make weekly contact with the parents. Sometimes it's daily, depending upon the behaviors that my students are displaying in the classroom. But it's definitely weekly that I'm in contact with parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, whomever it is in the child's life. And as a foster care intern, I did monthly home checks, and we did phone calls, and I also facilitated a weekly foster care resource parent training. So I am very familiar and very comfortable with interacting with families. The basic structure of family in which I was raised was a 2-parent, my mother and my father, myself, and my 2 younger brothers, which is the nuclear family. The only thing we were missing was a pet. My mom is not a pet person, so we never had a pet. Well, we had a goldfish, but we never had like a dog or a cat. But that is the family structure that I am familiar with. The majority of the people growing up that I knew, it was a toss-up. There were some friends who came from a 2-parent home. There were some parents who came from a single home. There were some parents who had some friends who had blended families. I don't believe we were calling them blended when I was growing up, but now they're known as blended. I have cousins who, like me, had 2 parents, and some who didn't. So I'm familiar with all family structures, and same thing with my clients, current and in the past. I'm not afraid or embarrassed or unknowledgeable about interacting with however the family is made up. Grandparents, great-grandparents, aunts, uncles, foster parents. I've worked with them all. The one role that I played in my family, which I continue to play up to today, is being the oldest. I'm like the mini parent to my brothers, even though they're grown with their own wives and kids. So I am that surrogate parent. I'm that counselor, the person that they always go to for advice, to help them get them out of some problems that they might have gotten themselves into. That's the current role I play, and that is the role that I have played. I don't know whether I can't remember, because I feel like I've always been in the role. I don't know if I put myself in that role or I was placed in that role. I'm not really sure. How that impacts my interaction with families is I just step up and do what needs to be done. Thus far, I haven't been told that it's a negative attribute. I just do what needs to be done. And I don't have any burning questions at the moment. I looked through the course, and it seems like it's going to be interesting and not helpful for me as a person. In my own family, and also professionally. So I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I hope it's not too lengthy. I am a bit of a rambler, but again, I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to reading everyone's posts and working with everyone over the course of this class. Thank you.